Kemp rolls one over. McNeil was back in the shift. That's the bare hand, and he got him. Oh, wow, what a play. Jeff McNeil playing about 20 feet into the outfield against the speedy Kemp. And so he had to barehand it. Juan Soto's gone to San Diego, and Meneses is outperforming him. McNeil running one down in the gap and makes a sliding play to retire Caratini and end the inning. And a changeup hit the other way. Diving stop McNeil. He gets up and throws out Hoskins. Wow! Has Jeff McNeil had a great series with the glove. And by my count, that's the 5th play in the last 2 down. And Cruz gets a curveball and flies one deep to right. Back goes McNeil onto the warning track. Right at the fence, and he made the catch! Right at the orange line! McNeil! Wow. Big time play. He's only played a handful of games in right field all season, but wherever you put him, he makes big time plays, and McNeil just saved a couple of runs.
Some here. And a liner that will be caught. Out goes Jeff McNeil. He says no. What a catch.
As Edwin Diaz goes to work, first pitch swinging. Matt Duffy is robbed by Jeff McNeil.
And a 2-2 count, and Swanson lifts one to shallow right. Tough play. Alonso, McNeil, Jeff, makes the catch. Beautiful play. Jose Iglesias loops one out to left. McNeil coming over, diving, and he made the catch. Jeff McNeil showing off again in left field. Another tremendous play to Rob Iglesias. Over the mound, tough play. Who's going to get it? McNeil with the bare hand. One hopper grab by Alonso. They get him. Oh, wow.
Not let it affect his defense, and this is a beautiful play. Pete plays the long hop. This is the play right here. He had it in the palm, too, and he was able to adjust the ball in his hand. Look at that. Just a fine play. Bravo.
And Carlson floats one into left center. On comes McNeil, and he slides to make the catch. Jeff McNeil is everywhere. He's here, he's there, he's every bleeping where. McNeil.
Underdog. How about the toss from the seat of his pants?
That's your tri-accurate precision play of the game.
Stay with it. Stay with it. Look at this.
Arcia grounds one in the hole. On the backhand, Lindor out at second. McNeil the first, double play. Side retired. Beautifully done. And Varsho lifts one out to left. McNeil giving ground onto the warning track. Makes the catch right before he hit the padding. Beautifully done by McNeil. Something of a slow start, but he made up ground and made a terrific play for the second half. For a guy who is not considered an outfielder, he plays a heck of an outfielder.
He never looked for the wall. He had his eyes fixed on
losing a step, being back as opposed to in. That's driven toward right center away from Nimmo, and it's down for a base hit for Franco, and that'll bring in the game's first run. Bell is in. Hernandez going to try to score. Relay by McNeil to the plate, and McCann has the ball in plenty of time to tag out Yadiel Hernandez. Perfect relay throw by Jeff McNeil to prevent the second run from scoring. Michael Franco's double gives the Nats the lead, bringing in Bell. But the Mets execute a perfect relay to keep a second run off the board. 2-2 coming. Flicked out to left field. On comes McNeil toward the line. Diving, and he makes the catch. Nice sliding grab by McNeil to take a base hit away from Bell. Jeff did a great job.
Well, we don't really do cake pregame. Deep fly out to right field, heading for the foul pole, and it takes a bounce off. Jeff McNeil, happy birthday. He goes back-to-back jacks on that trip around the sun.
And he drives one in the air to deep right field. Yastrzemski looks up, and that is way out of here. Jeff McNeil with a long 2-run homer. His second home run of the season, a 2-run shot. And the Mets stretch their lead to 8-2.
Well, 3-1 count, looking for a fastball, and he kind of runs to first base, so that just opens up that down and in pitch. and it was down and over the middle, right in his wheelhouse.
Every hit for the Mets tonight has come with 2 strikes. That's lofted down the line. They've got another. It's a home run. He made contact. There's going to be at least 1 run by hitting it in the air. That is so textbook. There is no wasted movement.
McNeil drives one deep toward the right field corner. That ball is out of here. Jeff McNeil jumping on a first pitch from Corbin Burns to get the Mets on the board. 4th home run of the year for McNeil to cut the Brewers lead to 3-1.
I think this was the curveball, and he hung it and got it middle in. He's been throwing that curve in the outside corner to left-hand hitters, and he makes the mistake of throwing that.
McNeil drives one toward right. Back for it, De La Cruz. It is gone. Home run, Jeff McNeil. We saw Brandon Nimmo bust out of a July slump yesterday. Maybe it's McNeil's turn tonight. The Mets have a 1-0 lead.
And McNeil flies one to center field. Back goes Harris to the warning track at the wall. It's out of here. Jeff McNeil with an opposite field home run. And now it's 9-6. Jeff McNeil will lead off against Mike Minor in the bottom of the 4th. And McNeil unloads one to deep right center. Back in the gap goes Senzel. He looks up and it's out of here. Jeff McNeil, his first home run against a left-hand pitcher this season. His 7th home run of the year, 3-0 New York. And he clobbered that one.
Fastball, too much played and up, covered it nicely.
McNeil rifles this one down the line. He watches it go. That's a big fly for Jeff McNeil. His 8th. 2nd home run of the night for the Mets. And they go on top.
Gets a good look at it. Puts that foot down and just barrels it.
That's what you call running into one. Got your normal approach and you get a hanging curveball. It speeds up into those swings.
And now McNeil cracks one deep right field, and that ball's out of here. How about that? 3 in a row. Nimmo, Lindor, and McNeil back to back to back to start the 1st inning.
Well, you know, Jeff's thinking anything you guys can do, I can do as well or better. That's Jeff's mentality with everything that he does. And so he said, I'm going to get one that I can handle. Wouldn't it be fun to do it 3 in a row? And look at him, he did it.
First time in the Mets' 61 years that they had ever led off a 1st inning with back-to-back home runs. Nimmo, Lindor, and McNeil. Jeff with his 9th of the year as he chases a batting title and joins the home run barrage.